Hello and welcome to Mrs. Jezik's 6th grade geography class. I hope you're ready to travel around the world.
Let's travel around the world, through ocean, sea, and land. We don't have 80 days, but oh, our trip it will be grand. We start in North America, USA and Canada. Up north it's cold, down south it's hot, more continents there are a lot. Let's travel around the world. South America, it's plain to see, is south of North America. There's mountains, rivers, and lots of trees. Africa is home to the deserts and the Nile River. Europe's a peninsula, I hope you're a good swimmer. Asia is the biggest continent of all. Frozen tundra up in Russia, islands I can't name them all. Live down under, Australia has a desert plain, but in the water, the coral reefs are bleaching. The last one is Antarctica, it's ice, ice, ice. There's mountains and there's valleys, but it's ice, ice, ice. We made it round the world, through ocean, land, and sea. We went real fast, it was a blast. Let's stop and have some tea.
This is the book you should have, so if your teacher did not get you this book yet, please ask them to get you the geography book, so you will have all the materials you need to go through this course. Once you're on Google Classrooms, you can scroll down and find where it says Week 1 and click on Week 1. When you're here, you'll see every assignment for each day this week and what you need to complete it. Day 1 is read and sign the syllabus. If your teacher did not print this out for you, you can ask for them to print it out, and you can read what's expected of you in this class. On day 2, you will take the 6th grade ELO assessment, which is this purple one right here. So you can click on this. It will pull up a new page, and you can just try to answer these questions as best as you can. I know some of the questions might be hard, and I don't expect you to know everything. Just give it your best effort. When it comes to your textbook, let's go through and look at some important things that will help you during this course. In the beginning of the book, on page RA1, you'll see an atlas. There's different maps. If you turn the page, you'll see the world map, a physical world map, a political world map, the United States, Middle America or Central America, and you can keep turning to find different continents, both the physical and political maps. The difference between a physical and political map is that a political map shows the boundaries of where each country is located. A physical map shows different features such as mountains and rivers. When you're looking at a map or looking at a globe, it's important to know where the directions are. Towards the top of the globe or map is north, bottom would be south, and then east or west, depending on, this might be backwards on your screen, but east would be to the right and left would be to the west. One way I remember this is never eat soggy waffles. I like waffles, but I don't like soggy waffles. To remember the directions, north, east, south, west, just think, never eat soggy waffles. Ew. If you look back into Google Classrooms, you'll see on day 2, you're going to read Chapter 1, Section 1, and it's on pages 23 through 27 out of your book. Let's turn to that page now. It also says, on a piece of notebook paper, do Section 1 assessment on page 27. Pause the video now and read this section in your book. Now that you've read that section from your book, let's go ahead and look at what the section assessment is on page 27. You're going to need a piece of notebook paper for this and a pencil and maybe an eraser. Defining terms. You are going to define the terms geography, landform, environment, region, global positioning system, and geographic information system. Now, although you've already read the section, and you probably know where the terms are in the section, I'm going to teach you an easy way to find terms you might not know about when you're reading through this geography book. If you turn to page 791 in your geography book, this section is the glossary of the book. This is a great tool for you if you don't know a word that you're reading, to go to the glossary and it could tell you what the definition to that word is. So when we have to define terms, like in our Section 1 assessment, we can go to the glossary to help us know the definition for that term. So if I wanted to know the word geography, I would go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because geography starts with a G, and I would look down there. What is geography? Oh, I can see geography is the study of the earth in all its variety. So for number 1, your first answer will be geography, the study of the earth in all its variety. The second term they want you to define is landform. So I'm going to go back to my glossary and go to L and look for landform. I see landform means individual features of the land. So on your paper, you can write the definition to landform down. You can continue that pattern of looking in the glossary to finish answering number 1. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, recalling facts. The question says, what 2 kinds of characteristics of a place do geographers study? Well, I don't remember that, and I don't think we can look that up in the glossary, so we may have to take some time, go back and read the chapter, and find out. I think I found the answer. On page 24, it says geographers study physical characteristics and human characteristics of a place. That should be your answer for number 2. Notice how I went back because I couldn't remember and reread some of the section. It's okay if you don't remember to do some more reading. One reason I love geography is because even though you might be sitting behind your desk or sitting in your dorm, you can use your imagination to travel to the places that you learn about. Let's review the 7 continents that we'll be exploring further in this course. First is North America. North America has 39 countries total. The United States, Canada, and Mexico are the main ones, and there are 35 islands. You live on this continent. USA has the largest population in North America. Mexico is in second, then Canada, then Guatemala. The main languages in North America include English, Spanish, and Chinese. There are some other ones you can read about and how you'd say hello in those different languages. Next is South America. There are 12 countries in South America, and Spanish is the most common language. Next would be Portuguese and then English. The Andes Mountains are in South America. It's the longest mountain range in the world. The Andes tribes live on the mountains. They farm bananas and potatoes and use alpacas to transport them off of the mountain. The Amazon is also in South America. It's home to many unique animals and the Amazon River. There are also tribes of people who live in the Amazon rainforest. Many don't have modern technology and even hunt for their meals. There's also a desert, and in South America it's over 1,000 miles long. Soccer is a big deal in South America. Fans love cheering for their favorite sports team. We have football, they have soccer. Europe has 50 different countries, 24 different national languages, and over 200 spoken languages. Germany is one country in Europe. Europe has hundreds of castles. You can see here, there's Dracula's castle in Romania, and this is what Cinderella's castle was modeled off of. It's based on a real castle found in Germany. Monarchy. 12 countries in Europe have a king or a queen. This PowerPoint is a little bit dated. I think the Queen of England is now 95 years old. Queen Elizabeth was only 25 years old when she became queen. How many years has she been queen? Many of our fairy tales today originate from Europe. The story of Cinderella is from Italy, and Hansel and Gretel is a German story. There are 54 countries in Africa. There are 2,000 or more languages. Africa is the hottest continent in the world because over half of it is covered in desert. Madagascar, if you know the movie, is actually an island east of Africa. The Sahara Desert has an average temperature in the summer of over 104 degrees. Most of the desert is mountainous rock formations. Some of the sand dunes are over 500 feet tall, which are taller than that building you see in the picture. There are 2 tribes that live in the Sahara Desert. They are nomadic, which means they move where they live at different times in the year. Egypt is one country located in Africa. The pyramids were built in ancient Egypt by slaves. Ancient Egyptians worshipped hundreds of gods like the beetle, which represents life. Today, Egypt mines oil that is used in cars. The Nile River is the second longest river in the world. The land around the river was used for farming. Today, the Nile River is used for tourism as well as transporting goods. Africa has many unique animals. Ostriches are birds that can't fly. Their eggs are as big around as your hand. Lions live in the grasslands. Female lions hunt and male lions protect. The word Asia means sunrise. Asia is the largest continent. The highest place, Mount Everest, and the lowest place, the Dead Sea, on Earth are both in Asia. Middle East. Here are some countries in the Middle East: Turkey, Israel, Iraq, and Syria. There are many different religions in the Middle East as well. China is in East Asia. In East Asia, there are many factories as well as rice fields because they eat rice at almost every meal. North Asia. It can get very cold in the winter up in Russia. In the last few years, the average temperature in January was minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Australia is the name of the continent and the name of a country. It is known as the island continent, and there is the flag. The outback covers most of Australia. Temperatures can reach 120 degrees in the day and 15 degrees at night. That's a big difference. Australia is home to many unique animals. Do you know what these animals are? Antarctica. Even in the summer, the temperatures are usually below freezing. Only a few animals are able to live here, such as penguins, seals, and fish. No one lives on Antarctica, but there are scientists who go there for a few months at a time to research about the continent. You can see the homes they live in are not what you think of when you think of a house to live in. And this scientist is studying penguins. Those are the 7 continents. During this class, we will learn more about the people, places, and cultures that are around the world. I hope you're excited to learn about the world with me. See you next time.